A little more conversation or a little less. The discussion on Elvis Presley is still going strong. Elvis was a captivating and beautiful performer, as Baz Luhrmann shows in his biopic starring Austin Butler as the title character. Men desired to be him, and women desired to be with him. Beyond his good looks, he had one of the finest musical, dancing, and performing talents ever, unmatched by anyone of his generation. Does Elvis Presley still exist? Conspiracy theories and all the craziest Elvis sightings say maybe. Watch this video to know more about it. Conspiracy theories regarding his existence and demise have grown since 1977. So it's easy to understand why devoted fans might like to envisage a different scenario in which Elvis remains alive, or in which he didn't pass away so tragically at the age of 42. When you achieve Elvis Presley's level of fame, you will also acquire one certain air of mystique and intrigue. Many Elvis admirers have remained convinced throughout the past years that the singer faked his own death to live a quiet life away from the spotlight. There have been innumerable reports of seeing the King ever since his terrible death in 1977. The following are the wackiest and most intriguing Elvis Presley tales and encounters in the years following his passing. The first known sighting of Elvis Presley. A man went to the Memphis airport on August 16, 1977, the day Elvis Presley passed away, and bought a one-way trip to Buenos Aires, Argentina. According to reports, the individual offered the name John Burroughs, which was well known to be an alias Elvis used when making hotel reservations, and claimed to look somewhat like the rock legend. Fans of the King will be familiar with the name John Burroughs, which Elvis used while checking into hotels as well as other institutions to conceal his identity. Since then, a ton of enthusiasts have uploaded pictures of a man who appears to be Elvis roaming about Buenos Aires online. Could it be that the King merely desired to relocate and spend his last years in a warmer environment? Although there is a lot of belief in this notion, Patrick Lacey, the author of Elvis Decoded, has made an effort to disprove it. Elvis Presley in the movie Home Alone. One crazy belief holds that 13 years following his passing, Elvis Presley showed up in the 1990 movie Home Alone. A bearded man is visible in the background when Kevin's mom Kate checks flight availability. Some people believe that the man is truly Elvis. In fact, right down to the hair and eyes, he does look like an older Elvis, who would be 55 at the time. Might that be? The airport is depicted in the movie as being in Scranton, Pennsylvania, although it was really filmed at the Chicago, Illinois, Meigs Field Airport Terminal. A man in a black turtleneck with either a tan or gray jacket is the second person in line behind Kate. He has thick, matching black beard and jet black hair, and he appears a little irritated at being delayed. Despite the fact that Elvis Presley died 13 years previously, in 1977, many people still think this man is him. The image of Elvis Presley by the pool. A photograph which was reportedly taken on December 31, 1977, by Mike Joseph, who'd been touring Graceland with his household, purportedly depicts Elvis Presley relaxing in his pool house. Joe Esposito said on Larry King that the individual in the picture was Al Strada. However, some fans aren't sure. Soon after Elvis passed away, Graceland turned into a popular tourist destination. In December 31, 1977, Mike Joseph traveled to Graceland with his family and checked out the property. On his journey, Mike snapped a number of pictures, one of which was of the attraction's pool house. However, upon closer examination, it was discovered that the image of the pool house appeared to show a guy inside, a man who eerily resembled the late Elvis. The photograph received a lot of attention since it was said to show Elvis was still alive. The hypothesis was refuted the next year by Joe Esposito, a personal friend and manager of Elvis Presley. The photo of a man behind the screen door is Al Strada, Joe said to the host. The call Elvis Presley made in 1988. The writer of the 1988 book Is Elvis Alive? Gail Brewer Giorgio asserts that she spoke on the phone with Elvis Presley in the summer of 1988.
Do you mostly live West Coast or Hawaii? Okay, Hawaii. That's not pitting you down. No, DC. Okay. Oh, okay. I wouldn't know you probably.
The author asserted that the phone conversation was taped after Elvis approached her directly. This writer was the originator of the belief that Elvis has mafia links and needed to enter witness protection. In Michigan, Elvis Presley was seen relaxing. By the late 1980s, many looking for Elvis Presley pointed to Kalamazoo, Michigan, where the king performed 4 months before his passing. Louise Welling, a local resident, reported in 1988 that she had observed Elvis in line at the Felposh grocery store. He bought an electrical fuse and, presumably, wore a white jumpsuit. He afterward ate Whoppers at Burger King, as observed by Welling's daughter. According to what expert David Adler told Los Angeles Times, what gives this account eerie credibility is that Burger King was by far Elvis's favorite fast food chain. Case solved. A sighting of Elvis Presley on 82nd birthday. This one seems a little unlikely, particularly since the man does not look like Elvis. In a January 2017 image from the Elvis Presley is Alive Facebook page, a man with a white beard is surrounded by security personnel at Graceland on the king's 82nd birthday. As a result, several admirers believed they were really watching over the genuine Elvis. Oh my. The headstone of Elvis Presley's theory. Elvis Presley's middle name was initially spelled Aaron rather than Aaron, probably to be more evocative of his identical twin, Jesse Garon Presley, who died as a baby who has the same middle name. Elvis reportedly wished to alter the spelling of the middle name to the scriptural Aaron near the end of his existence. Aaron is indeed the spelling his dad picked for Elvis' tombstone in recognition of his son's intentions for his middle name. However, other fans think that the spelling error was deliberate and intended to inform them that Presley had staged his own demise. Elvis Presley working at Graceland as a groundskeeper. A video of an 81-year-old Graceland groundskeeper that was purported to be Elvis Presley went viral in 2016. One is seen in the video fiddling with wire and holding up 2 fingers before going by the camera while wearing an Elvis Week t-shirt and a baseball cap. Although a lot of people still think this really is Elvis, it was later discovered to be Bill Barmer, a worker at Graceland. At that moment, he responded, "I'm not really 81. Okay." Putting 2 fingers to the side of his head, which he had done when being filmed at Graceland, and which believers had claimed was a sign he was delivering that he was actually Elvis. He then mocks the conspiracy theory. And last but not least, the Elvis Sighting Society. The idea to establish the Elvis Sighting Society in 1989 came to 3 friends, Earl McRae, Irvin Budge, and Moatala, as a result of an increase in Elvis Presley sightings in Ottawa, Canada, in the 1970s and 1980s. The main tenet of the club is that the king is still alive, and in addition to having an Ottawa street called Elvis Lives Lane, the group has done a tremendous amount of charity activities in the Canadian city in Elvis' honor. The majority of the Society's efforts are focused on fundraising initiatives for neighborhood concerns, especially what it can do for other children and their families as they face life's problems. The group claims to have been directly impacted by the following account of Elvis' early life, which was used as inspiration. My mama, daddy, and I moved many times when I was a child in Tupelo and Memphis. We were dirt poor, and we kept getting evicted because daddy couldn't pay the rent. Often I wouldn't know in the morning where I'd be laying my head in the night. I know what it's like to be hungry, to be in need. Who says that all conspiracy theories are useless? The theory that the king's famed pill addiction caused him to pass away too soon emerged, and as a result, a pop culture trend was born. Since 1977, rumors of a covered autopsy have fanned the popularity of conspiracy theories concerning his life and death. For more than decades, conspiracy theories have helped Elvis maintain his notoriety. Is it time to reevaluate these hypotheses and put aside the theory that Elvis might have staged his own demise? What's the story behind an Elvis conspiracy theory you know? Share with us your thoughts in the comment section below. We'd love to read them. Thanks for watching this video. Please give us a like if you had fun watching. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Hit that notification bell, and we'll see you in our